JB, episode 28, the final episode of season 1 of the Rondé Barber Show. A lot to reveal on this show, including the winner of our Pick 6 year-long competition. But how are we going to finish this season?
I don't know, man. You think Baker's got something going on?
You know what? I got something.
Oh, okay.
I got something.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
There it is. Baker Mayfield's on the show. The Rondé Barber Show, everybody.
Oh, that's good.
From the Stream Center, this is the Rondé Barber Show, sponsored by Advent Health and Renewal by Andersen. Here's your host, JB Buno, and Hall of Famer Rondé Barber.
Welcome to the Rondé Barber Show, and people who know what this hat is.
That's a cool looking hat, man.
Well, I wore this a couple of weeks ago when we needed a win at Carolina, and I knew I needed bake to bake, and so I needed a great way to finish season 1 of the Rondé Barber Show. We had Jason Light on to start the series. Who better to have on to finish it this year than the one and only Baker Mayfield.
Number 6 on your jerseys, number 1 in your hearts.
By the way, let me do this introduction correctly. Heisman Trophy winner, 2-time Pro Bowler, and quarterback of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield. What's up, Bake?
Wow. What up, guys? Appreciate you having me.
No, thank you for having us, giving us your time. Yeah, dude. So I was there, if you know, I was there a couple months ago, and I was like, I went into the pro shop, and I was like, I need that hat for a reason.
There's a wide selection, so that's a good choice.
It is a good choice. I'm surprised you're not someplace warmer, but I'm glad that you're here to join the Rondé Barber Show. First of all, your respite time, because I think I said that to you in my text when I asked, what are you doing with your time? You just chilling?
Chilling right now. Yeah. Letting the body recover. Taking it one day at a time. We got away for a little bit. Showed back up in Tampa, and it's cold. So now I'm bundled up inside, wearing a beanie indoors. Just hanging out. Went up to the building yesterday just to see Zac Robinson and his fam, check on the coaches, and go from there.
Before we get into Zac, I got a question, because I'm always curious once the season ends, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, only one team is ever happy at the end of the season. I was going to ask you about thinking back on 2025, but I kind of scrapped that idea. What's your process for moving on to the next year? Like, are you itching already? Because I remember when seasons ended, I was always like, I can't wait to get back in the lab. I can't wait to get back in. And I had to force myself to not get back into the lab earlier. What's kind of your process as the season finishes and you start thinking about the future?
Honestly, I have to step away from it for a little bit. Like I mentally, just after the season, no matter what the season, good, bad, I have to step away just because I'm mentally drained.
Right.
And it's more like, obviously my body goes through it and whatnot, but it's more of a mental break for me than it is physical. I'll start itching to get back and start working out way more so than I will. Like, all right, what schemes do I need to go look at today? Like
right.
that's the part where I'll start working out first, and then I'll start looking at tape. I'd rather have a conversation about the schemes than actually sitting down and watching tape, because until about March for me, that's when I start thinking, okay, ball.
Right.
Until then, I start working out in February, and that's, I get the physical aspect down, but then until March hits, I'm not really thinking football.
Yeah, so March used to be my time to like really get going, because that's when free agency started and people started talking about who they're going to draft to replace me. So I'm like,
it makes it easier to get up in the morning.
Right. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Hold on. Yeah. All right. You talked about Zac, going to see him. You worked with him in L.A. First of all, what's the relationship like? I mean, I saw the presser and he said, I know of Baker Mayfield. You were only with him a little bit, and I did not know he went to Oklahoma State. That was also a revelation. So y'all have some shared history. What's the relationship like with Zac?
It's been great. He was a guy that when I first met him in person in LA, growing up an Oklahoma fan, used to watch all their games. And so watched him play at Oklahoma State, and he was lighting it up. And then just getting to LA, I already had a respect for him in terms of the football aspect, but not knowing how he would be as a coach. Real laid back, but he's he's got a fire within him. So like he comes off as very monotone, chill. But if you make him angry, there's a switch that flips. And I was like, okay, there is something in there that I like, and just getting to know him then, and him having to obviously tutor me on the fly, trying to learn the playbook. I mean, it was him, Liam, and Sean, but if it was more directly with Zach and Liam at that time. So just getting to know those guys, they try to make it as easy as possible for me. And go from there. And we've all stayed in touch after that 2022 cup of coffee for me. And it's the great guys. They care about winning, trying to put their guys in the best position possible. And I think that's what I realized when I got to LA, of this is the kind of system, these are the kind of coaches I want to be around, that are truly going to adapt to the personnel, to what the guy's strengths are, and go from there.
So I got a quick question, because he also said something in that introductory press conference about you taking notes and highlighting. You're color coded. Do you carry one of these pens?
No.
I'm a color coded freak too, man. Like, this is going to be in green. This is going to be in blue. What plays that you know that LA runs that we currently don't run in Tampa are you highlighting in red? Like, which plays do you want here in Tampa?
There's just some more. He calls it keepers, boots, whatever you want to call it. Some of that stuff, and just the under center play action. Obviously, it was hard last year, without our starting 5 linemen all playing at once.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to sell the marriage of the run and pass, but this is something that I know Zach's going to live and die by the sword. And so just being able to run some of this play action stuff and then attack teams downhill with the run game on top of that. We need to be more aggressive, and Zach hit on that. We're always going to play aggressive, be the attacker. And that's the mindset with them. They're trying to gut you anytime they step on the field.
Do you appreciate the fact that he's only called plays for 2 years, right? Just those 2 years in Atlanta? Can you appreciate the fact what he's learned in those 2 years? I mean, obviously, when he was with you, was he assistant quarterback coach or was he the quarterback coach?
He was a quarterback coach at the time that I was there.
Yeah, so his evolution in those couple of years since you've been gone, can you appreciate how far he's come just in those couple of years?
Oh, absolutely. You can talk to guys, great coaches. You can put them on a whiteboard. You can pull up film, watch tape, and a lot of guys, most coaches in the NFL should be able to take you through, explain why they're doing this, what this scheme's going to attack, what the look is, if it's bad against this one, what the result will probably be. But until you calling plays is an art form.
Yeah,
you can be as knowledgeable as they come, but calling plays is an art form. You have to be able to get into a rhythm, know your guys. And then on top of that, you can have a game plan going in. Depending on how the game's going, you might have to flip to plan B or plan C.
Change right away, right? Like, this isn't working. Let's go.
And so it's being able to do that on the fly, and having the learning experience is invaluable. And so he's come a long way, but I think he's really, really comfortable in it. And I think when you spend that many years in one system, learning from under McVay, but then also having your own experience with it. Sorry, the dog's interrupting now.
The dog,
but having
your dog sitting and kid sitting. I mean, you're actually being a dad. You got a baby on the way, by the way. Congratulations. We'll get to that later.
Thank you. Thank you. But that experience is invaluable. And I think what he's been able to do with it, adjusting to 2 very different quarterbacks as well.
Right.
And what that looks like, I think it's great for him.
Good. So we were talking before you came on. Seattle, New England Super Bowl. Obviously, you're still watching football. You play both of these teams, man. Give me a quick Seattle defensive story when y'all played them.
Ooh. I think we were so aggressive early on in that one.
You beat them. So, I mean, something worked.
Yeah. No, understanding that when they were bringing a certain safety pressure, that they were going to run cover 2 behind it.
Right.
And we had tried to dial it up a couple times. Hey, that squeaker toy is going to have to stop, dude. Trying to dial it up a couple times. And we had a deep route concept called, and I was trying to throw it deep to Emeka, and just had to step up in the pocket a tiny bit, and was able to find Des Johnson on the backside. But that when they ran that coverage, we gutted them pretty good.
Right.
And I think it was being able to, we didn't run the ball well at all that game. I mean, but we threw it well because we found the voids in the zones. But honestly, it was all based on the guys up front blocking their tails off.
Right.
If you handle Leonard Williams up front, that it starts to make him really, really angry. Then the whole team starts talking to each other.
Right.
And that was really the difference. When we got down there, Leonard was starting to get angry. He got a personal foul, and our guys could feel that their frustration. So we're like, we need to put on the gas the whole time.
All right. See, insight that you don't normally get. Nobody's talking about that.
Nope.
New England, y'all lost a close game to these guys, and
Yeah.
I know they play hard, man. They're big up front.
Yeah.
They really get after you in the pass rush. What are your reflections on that defense?
I think obviously Christian Gonzalez is playing at a very high level.
Dude, he's special. He has special.
He's
movement,
really
man.
good.
He has such
He's
good
really
movement.
good.
Yes.
Fluid. Everything's smooth about him. I think up front the difference was just how quick twitched Milton Williams is. And we saw that up close and personal when he was a Philly. But the way they were able to set up their certain pressures and get guys one-on-one, and get guys one-on-one, I think the difference was we got Seattle early on, and I think New England at the time already understood what Vrabel was trying to get done scheme-wise.
Right.
So I think we played a more well-sound defense at the time when we played New England. I think Seattle has evolved into that. But they play like Vrabel did.
Yeah.
And through the whistle, they're going to let you know about it, and they got the personnel to do it.
Right. I've been studying these past couple of days for some other stuff that I got going on, and they're simple. They play fast as hell. That's the thing that most not surprises me, pleases me when I watch the film is just how fast they play. So who do you got? Who do you got? Give me a pick.
I don't think you can pick against the Seahawks right now. As hot as they are,
I agree.
As much confidence as their whole team has, it's impressive.
I agree.
Now, I think, obviously New England, their defense is unbelievable. So I think this matchup is going to be really good. And I got Seattle, but it'll still come down to how Sam plays.
I know. 100%, right? We've gotten good Sam these past couple of playoff games, so I expect that too. All right, last thing before we let you go, Baker. Last week, I'd made a plea to Mike Evans to come back. Give me your plea for Mike Evans to come back for his 13th and, maybe final, but at least one more year, Mike. Give me a plea, dude.
Oh, yeah. No, here's the thing. I don't really have to plea with it because Mike's too much of a competitor and cares too much about Tampa to end his career without 1,000 yards, without a division championship, without a playoff run. And first of all, that just speaks to who Mike is, but that's the truth. And he doesn't want to do that. And you could just kind of feel it. And listen, I don't have any info. I've told Mike, this is your decision. Take your time doing it. But understanding who Mike is, this is my guess that he didn't want to end it that way. He knows the potential that if we're able to stay a little bit more healthy, Zac will do great things for us, and we'll go from there. But Mike's got more in the tank. You could tell with the energy, the fire he had at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think being away from it for those weeks where he was hurt, it makes you realize. I mean, I never missed any games, obviously, but I can feel him when he came back saying, "I'm not done. My tank is not even close to being empty." So
not even close.
Love it. I love it.
Baker, I know you've got your daughter's watching cartoons right now. Now just check in. You have time for some fun rapid fire questions real quick before you need to be dad?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, real quick. Okay. First question off the top. It's just for fun. How would you game plan for Rondé Barber?
Ooh.
If you were playing a defense with Rondé Barber, how would you attack that, man?
Defensive have evolved since I played. I would terrorize Baker so bad.
I would get really frustrated. I think I would look back at how you would game plan against like a Jalen Petrie. Hey, Fergus, no. Like a Jalen Petrie, Jalen Ramsey mold of there's instincts, there's physicality, but then there's the pass play making ability.
I like that.
Try and put him in a lot of conflict to make him have to decide what he's going to do instead of him messing around with me.
I love how he's answering this question with the squeaky toy in his hand, by the way. That just makes this all the better, by the way. The fact that he's just casually giving some dropping football knowledge with the squeaky toy in
Baker's
his
just
hand.
like everybody. He's everyday man. All right, what's your next one?
All right, rapid fire. Teammate on the Bucs right now that makes you laugh the most.
Tristan
I was
Wirfs.
gonna say, it's got to be Tristan.
Tristan?
It's probably not even close.
All right. His personality is awesome.
It's just, he's so quick-witted and clever.
Right.
And the best part, like I love self-deprecation. I do it myself quite a bit. Tristan is one of the more self-deprecating people I've ever been around.
That's awesome. Love that. Teammate on the roster right now that when it comes to your fire on the field, that is the most like you, the most like Baker Mayfield.
I know one.
And Mike's one of them.
You play with him in college.
Yeah, Shep. Shep's crackhead energy. Yeah. I was trying to think of somebody on the defense.
Right. I was at Pittsburgh's joint practices with you guys, and Shep was the only one talking that. I was like,
you can tell why we got along.
Right. I was like, that's his guy.
Yeah.
Next,
between those guys.
Favorite part about living in Tampa that has nothing to do with football?
Or the cold that it is right now.
I honestly think it's obviously Tampa Bay is a big city, but I think it's the community aspect of it. I think the people that have been here care about the city. I think the people that have moved here fell in love with it, including us.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think the people look out for each other. I think it's a great place to raise a family. Community aspect of it.
No doubt.
Last two. Have you ever been to Gasparilla? That's coming up this weekend. Have you done that yet?
Have not. So first off season we were here for Gasparilla. Emily was pregnant. We were like, let's get out of town. Last year, our season ended obviously a little bit later, and so we were on a trip with all the O linemen and their girlfriends and wives. So missed it again. And this year, Emily's pregnant again. So you know what? We're just gonna stay. We're gonna ride it out. I want to see what it's all about.
Yeah, I think 1 year you're gonna be the grand marshal. If I had to put money on it, one day I think grand marshal of Gasparilla Baker Mayfield has a nice ring to it. And lastly,
the question is, how many times did Rondé do it?
I did it once.
You were grand marshal?
I think I did. No, I wasn't. I was for the other one. For the spring parade.
Oh, hell yeah, man. A lot of fun. Okay. Baker, you're going to love Gasparilla, man. The time that you make it, you're going to be, you're just going to absolutely love it. And the last question, these are the hard-hitting questions from a journalist here at WFLA. Is there any chance whatsoever that you and Emily are considering the name Shake for your son? Is that on the names list right now?
Middle name in apostrophe Bake? Or what?
Are you excited to be a dad, man? Again?
I am. It's, I'll be honest with you, this age, our daughters are going to be 2 in April, and then we'll have a son right after that. It's so much fun with this age, and just knowing that we're going to have one of each, really looking forward to. But just all the different challenges, because I'm wrapped around this little girl's finger, and so I'm going to try not to be too hard on the little man.
It's gonna be awesome.
And just learn each day and go from there. But that's the thing about parenthood that I'm loving, is it teaches you something else every day.
I love it, Bake, man. Thanks for being on, dude. Hey, also congratulations on your nomination for the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Oh yeah,
I presume you're going out there. The Baker and Emily Mayfield Foundation. Your Giving Bowl, I'm reading this right now, Passing the Joy, Education, Health, Wellness, all that stuff, man. That's awesome recognition, man. I wish you luck on that. And I'll see you out there. I'll be out there at the big game. We call it the big game around. We call it the big game around here.
I very appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man. See you, Bake.
Baker Mayfield, everybody, on the Rondé Barber Show. Man, that's cool stuff. Taking time out of the off season, literally while his daughter's in the next room watching cartoon, and the dog is there. We couldn't hear the squeakers because he's got that noise cancellation. But
it's funny though. You can hear it, and it's annoying him. While we don't even know what he's talking about, but it's just his reactions to us are the best. Look, I think Baker is ideal for Zac Robinson offense. I've heard a lot about him. I actually called Raheem the other week and. The other day after we hired him, I said, "What's this dude like?" Because I don't think I've ever met him. And he's McVay to the core, man. He brings all that illusion of complexity, all that motion shifting. The interesting part will be whether or not this offense evolves around a tight end. Like McVay's offense this year was so 2 and 3 tight end heavy and able to spread out using those type of players. We don't have those players on our team right now. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. And obviously you look at what Zach was able to do with Kyle Pitts this year and then kind of resurge his career a little bit. And you wonder if tight end's going to become a big factor in our offense this. That being said, we have 4 great wide receivers on our team, so maybe it will be completely different. But I'm excited for it. I think this is a great marriage between quarterback and offensive coordinator, and the fact that they have a relationship prior, thinks it makes it even better. You
also wonder if there's any players on that Atlanta offense that really liked playing in Zac Robinson offense. Maybe Zac Robinson wants to cherry pick.
Yeah, it can happen.
Stranger things have happened. Your take on Zac Robinson in relation to the fan expectations, Rondé, because there was this grand expectation, that we were going to bring in somebody potentially with some head coaching experience, maybe a Mike McDaniel or somebody with somebody with the name pedigree of a Todd Monken, for example. And Zac Robinson was certainly one of the names that was floated.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think the fan base, in large part, is reacting to the news? Do you think it's up to their expectations? Do you think Zac Robinson will be a good fit with the fans?
I think he'll be a good fit, and I think how Baker described him, this personality will fit with our fan base. He's calm, he's cool under pressure. He has some fire in his gut that I think will translate. We don't know anything about him. He's only been a coordinator for 2 years. So outside of his market in Atlanta, where he was, offensive coordinator for Raheem the last two years, we don't know. We don't know what he's like. We don't know his personality. We don't know anything about him.
And there's a mystery here. Can we just address the mystery that we've been laughing about all morning?
Yeah.
So
maybe we can get Zach to call in and answer this for us.
Zac Robinson, can you please tell us what you were doing between the years of 2013, 2014, all the way up to 2019? Where did you go?
I was joking with Baker. 5 years, he went to Wakanda. He came back with a metal arm, with a vibranium arm, or something
like that. Went to the Upside Down. He was stuck in the Upside Down like Will from Stranger Things for 5 years.
I'm sure there's a perfectly right explanation for it. Maybe he was in the lab. Maybe he was figuring out how to
This is a great time for conspiracy theorists on YouTube. Hey, YouTube commenters, drop a comment below. What was Zac Robinson doing between the 5-year period between when he was on the Bengals practice squad up until he just emerged out of nowhere, sprouted out of the ground in LA?
You know what? He was a player. He was probably still trying to play. He's probably trying to find opportunities to play somewhere. Right? Because he
for 5 years.
I don't know.
5 years of he had to have gone somewhere.
Hey, wherever he went, he ended up on a great staff. Because as soon as you touch that McVay tree, you're on a path to be where he is now, and then eventually become a head coach. Presuming. And I say presume, not assume, presuming, because I want this to happen, that he has a lot of success here. So
we want this so badly for Zac Robinson, for Todd Bowles, for Jason Light, for the Buccaneers in general, especially. And let's bring it up again, especially considering what might shape up to be, maybe, if I think we're all on the same feeling here. You hear it in Baker's voice too. What might be Mike Evans' final season.
Yeah.
You want this offense to click. You want You want a deep playoff run. You want the defense to improve, the offense to improve. You want Mike Evans to have a storybook final chapter if it is going to be that final chapter.
Right.
But ultimately, Zac Robinson is at the center of all this.
Absolutely.
Last question on Zac Robinson for you, because I think this is fascinating. What is the dynamic between he and Todd Bowles? How does that relationship get fleshed out in the months ahead, into training camp, into preseason, and really as the season evolves, how do they coexist? And
That's a great question.
Because there's a little bit of awkwardness there. From a fan perspective, not at One Buck Place, but a fan perspective, that Todd Bowles, his seat should have been warmer than it was towards the end of the year.
Right.
They needed to bring in a new voice. That new voice, according to the Glazers, is Zac Robinson. So how do they coexist? Right.
That's a good question. It's always interesting, I think, when a defensive head coach who calls plays hires an offensive coordinator, somebody from the other side of the ball. Can work conversely as well if there's an offensive head coach. And then, so like you think of guys like John Harbaugh who get hired as a head coach, and he's really has no solid expertise on either side of the ball. He was a special teams coach, and he was the DB coach, and he became a head coach. But he's more like a CEO. Todd actually has involvement on the defensive side of the ball, which in my mind, when you have coaches that are this, singular, like myopic to one side of the ball, it gives full autonomy to the coordinator on the other side of the ball. So I think the relationship will be more like, equals. But Todd has the rung up because he's the head coach. Now I think that relationship was a little bit different last year with Josh Grizzard, because Josh Grizzard had never done this before.
Totally different dynamic.
Totally different dynamic.
Yep.
You have to give some sort of control, if you will, to the head coach, to a first-time play caller, a guy that was a GA, really not GA, but a quality control coach the year before. And this one's totally different. Zac has been there, done it. He worked under, to me, one of the top 2 or 3 coaches in football, depending on how you qualify, Sean McVay. So I think he'll get to do what he wants to do on his side of the ball. We won't have to go into the preseason saying, "Oh, we're going to script some periods where you're going to get some live play calling," because you got to work on it. That's not going to happen this way. But there's always that sense, and I remember one of my coaches a long time ago used to say, when you're on the opposite side of the ball than the head coach and play caller, it's how that team works is dependent on how that relationship is.
Because at the end of the day, Zac Robinson's boss is Todd Bowles, technically.
Yes, 100% it is. 100% it is.
And how that relationship develops over the course of the coming months is going to be integral to the Bucs' success next season.
I think this is who they wanted, aside from getting Mike McDaniel, because they did put a big push. We talked about this last week, to get Mike McDaniel to come be the offensive coordinator. He subsequently took the job with the Chargers. We get it. I think Todd Monken was really just a conversation. He was probably going to be the head coach of Cleveland, or we thought he was going to go to the New York Giants. This is the guy they really wanted. Because this is the guy that Baker wanted. I think prior to Liam coming to Tampa, we would have taken this guy back 3 years ago. So I'm looking forward to see how this guy evolves into our offense. I think he's going to be great. Look, the offense that he ran in Atlanta, he has a better quarterback now to run it than what Michael Penix was trying to put together in Atlanta, and what Kirk Cousins was trying to do. Kirk can't move, right? But Michael Penix really doesn't move well. He's got 3 ACL tears now. Baker Mayfield is going to love all the movement in this offense. He's going to get out of the pocket. He's going to a lot of misdirection, a lot of what we used to call like half rolls and throwing across formation. Like those type of plays are going to show up in this offense, and Baker's going to love it, I think.
2 small footnotes before we have to get into some Hall of Fame chatter, and I think our viewers, our listeners, know exactly what I'm referencing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, JB? But no, 2 quick small footnotes. Is there anything to be said that we are plucking an offensive coordinator from a division rival, or is that kind of negated by the fact Stefanski's coming in anyway to Atlanta?
I think it's it is what it is in today's NFL.
Right, people move around. It's a game of musical chairs.
Musical chairs. I mean, if anything, he has at least some familiarity with the 3 other teams that he's playing twice. this year. That helps. He's been in the South, so he'll know what New Orleans and Carolina and obviously Atlanta bring to the table on defense. So that's a good thing.
Last follow up question. Because there's been obviously speculation all offseason long. Whether Todd Bowles is out one day for job performance or he chooses to retire because he's calling it a career, are there conversations you think that take place? Does Zac Robinson ask, or do the Glazers proposition the potential of a head coaching vacancy for the Bucs at some point in the future? Does that even come up with a candidate like Zac Robinson, or not really?
I don't think so. No, he's looking for a job. He just got fired.
Right.
He's probably spending more time trying to negotiate his pay than worrying about what his next year is going to be.
Had it been another candidate, had it been maybe a McDaniel, somebody with head coaching experience, maybe that concept is flirted, right? But with a Robinson, who knows, not probably.
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah, I don't think so. We've made our bed there, right? And I think they made it clear by keeping Todd and not entertaining all the angst from fans to fire him that, they got their guy right now. So we'll see. I mean, obviously that changes year to year, man. It's we'll see what happens, how this season materializes itself.
Before we get into some Hall of Fame chatter, Baker being a dad is really special to me because I just became a dad, and I want you to know that my 2-year-old painted this for you. I'm not even kidding. I'm giving this to you here. This is for you. My 2 years old, and he painted that.
That's awesome.
Look at that.
That actually, it's not even that abstract. It's
no,
actually really pretty.
He just put some paint on the canvas and just started slushing it around. So for the season, it's my season 1 finale of the Rondé Barber Show gift to you.
Thanks for the gift, JB.
Yep,
awesome.
That's from my son, and it's been man. We'll talk more about it at the end of the show because we've got some fun things ahead. The Rondé Barber Show is headed to the big game, but before we do that, we got to talk the Hall of Fame snub that is just kind of alleged Hall of Fame snub that has captivated social media. The Rondé Barber Show will be back right after this.
You're watching The Rondé Barber Show, sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, superior products, exceptional service, and by Advent Health, the exclusive hospital of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here are your hosts, Hall of Famer Rondé Barber, and a guy who thinks getting on the green is a misdemeanor, JB Buno.
I wouldn't know the green if I carted over to it.
Right. I'm trying to think, do you even play golf? Do you even know what that reference?
Man, I grew up in Queens, man. It was basketball. I was
hard courts.
3 and D, man.
Hard courts, baby.
3 and D. Welcome back to the Rondé Barber Show. He would have been the star on my high school hoops team, and I was the kid that rode the bench and occasionally hit a 3 when we were down by 47 points. That's the dynamic here on the show. That's the Hall of Famer. I couldn't sniff the Hall of Fame if I dreamed it in my wildest of dreams. But we're back here on the Rondé Barber Show talking about the Hall of Fame. What's that now?
8th grade MVP.
Oh yeah, no, I was the 8th grade
right. That was last
MVP
week's.
of flag football. I could play flag football.
Last week's.
That was
right.
that
we know
was,
this.
Yeah. But as we talk here,
Hall of Fame,
about the Hall of Fame. Oh my goodness!
First of all, why is this even
story?
Leaked? Why is this even leaked?
Okay, let's start with that. ESPN leaking out that Bill Belichick, one of the great head coaches in NFL history, I think that's fair to say.
Not even a question.
It's not debatable.
Right.
Is not a first ballot Pro Football Hall of Famer. Now, we just so happen to be here on this show together, and Rondé Barber being in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Your reaction to
Here's what it is.
Here's what it is.
Yeah. So look, my first reaction is, how is ESPN even leaking this? Like, why are they even talking about this? The Pro Football Hall of Fame does, I think, a really good job of not letting people know who is or is not into the Hall of Fame. Obviously, those calls have already happened, right? Jim Porter, the president of the Hall of Fame, has called people and told them they're not in. He's actually done the knocks already for the people that are in. The announcement will come next week for those that are in at honors night Thursday prior to this to the big game, and that's when you're supposed to find out. So, first of all, my reaction is, why the hell is ESPN even talking about this?
Just call it. Let's call it what it is.
Right.
This is the scandal that no one's really talking about. Is the fact that this information is out to begin with.
And here's the. I think this is how it happens. And I don't know this for a fact, but ESPN somehow got a list of the people that are in, right? Because that will have been out right now. Like, I think I know somebody that's in, but I'm not going to say who it is. And then they looked at that list and see that Bill Belichick is not on that list. And it's all of a sudden like, oh my God, now I have to say it. So like there's that, swarminess of, oh, I need to be the first to report this, so they put it out there. I think that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's a disservice to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, first of all, and it's a slap in the face to Bill Belichick. If Bill Belichick wants to put that news out there because he didn't get his knock, well, if you will, from the Hall of Fame, that's one thing. To have somebody from ESPN just blurt it out there, and it's almost embarrassing, to be honest with you. That's the kind of way I felt. Like, I wouldn't, if the years that I didn't get in the Hall of Fame, not that I'm on Bill Belichick's level by any means, but if somebody would have just said before I even knew, or before the public knew that, oh, Rondé Barber's not in the Hall of Fame, like, I would have been like, well, damn, dude, why are you just rubbing it in my face? Why are you rubbing it in this guy's face? I mean, and the obvious reason is because he is a Hall of Famer. He is 100% a Hall of Famer. We can go on this thing forever, and we got other stuff to talk about. But I'm going to give you my reasons why I think, if this is true, he's not. Robert Kraft is also a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, right? Last year was the first year the Hall of Fame shortened their class. There's only 4 inductees last year, right? So what would be the chances that Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft will go into the Hall of Fame the same year? They're both Hall of Famers. Okay, unquestioned Hall of Famers. I don't think there's any doubt. I don't think any Hall of Famer currently in the Pro Football Hall of Fame would say that either one of those guys are not Hall of Famers. They deserve to be there. Okay. The other thing, secondly, and this is Josh. This is where I'm coming to you for
Patriots fan in the room.
Patriots fan in the room. The Patriots are in the Super Bowl, correct? But also, Hall of Fame voters perhaps are thinking that Bill Belichick might coach again, right? If you were making an argument against Bill Belichick, that's it. Because Pro Football Hall of Fame does not want current active coaches in the Hall of Fame. It's a bad look, right?
And you think there are whispers out there that exist that he's searching for that next job and getting out of the college game?
He hasn't denied it, right? I mean, he says he wants to stay in Carolina, but
why are they so vehemently against an active coach being in the Hall of Fame? I mean, if Robert Kraft can be an active owner and be in the Hall of Fame, why can't he be an active coach in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I just know, being where in the position I'm in now, that there's talk that they don't want active coaches in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and they changed the rules last year, by the way. For coaches used to have a little bit longer wait before they were eligible. They moved it to 1 year. That's why Belichick's even on the ballot this year, having just left the NFL last year. Obviously, owners can get in whenever. Jerry's in already. There's other owners in, currently active owners in. So I think Robert Kraft is going to get in the Hall of Fame this year, and they can't put both of them in the same year. Plus the fact that Bill Belichick might be thinking, or could possibly, the potential is there that he could coach again. So that's my take.
If they go in together in the same year, they're linked. All of the publicity, all the fanfare,
fair point.
All the dinners,
fair point.
The grandioso spectacle that is the Hall of Fame induction. The two are going to be together and linked, and I don't think these two want to be together or linked, but I will tell you there's no doubt in my mind that Bill Belichick wants to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer, because he would think of himself as a first-ballot Hall of Famer, one of the great coaches in NFL history. We have to address the Bill Polian report that he was advocating for Bill Belichick to not be a first-ballot Hall of Famer because of Spygate, Deflategate, the cheating allegations, of course, and the cheating scandals.
I don't buy that. I categorically don't buy that. I don't think that the merit, you go into the Hall of Fame based on merit, right? It is a merit-based Hall of Fame. 100% it is. And I don't think voters are that petty. And if they are that petty, then that tarnishes the voters. That would be a bad look. If that ever came to light, if that was true, that's a bad look for the voters.
Okay, so before I have an interesting point that I want to make to you on this show, on this real quick. But first, real quick, your opinion as to why Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer is why. Why is he not in on ballot number 1?
I think because voters had to decide between him and Kraft, and they're concerned that he might potentially coach in the NFL again. That's
okay.
it.
I don't have anywhere near the clout, the necessary credentials to give my opinion as to why he's not on the first ballot. But I do have some clout in being able to say why it might have leaked out to ESPN. And here's my thinking on it. I think obviously this was all orchestrated. If this comes out during NFL honors, during the scheduled announcement, Rondé, no one's talking about the Hall of Fame class.
Fair.
No one is talking about the people that got in. They're all going to talk about, oh my God, Bill Belichick isn't in. And the headlines on the front page of the paper, even though the papers don't really exist anymore, would be Belichick not in, and it would take away from all the people that are in. You leak it out ahead of time, you get all this negative publicity out of the way in really the week before the Super Bowl, and then everything is, oh, go Patriots, go Seahawks, and then it's all about turning the attention to the Hall of Fame class when the actual Hall of Fame class.
That is a wise take.
Thanks.
Very well done.
I have to bring something to the show every now and again.
Can we now talk about how you're beating me and everything?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know if prophetic comes to mind, guru comes to mind. What adjectives?
Somebody boo this. I'm a loser, baby. Why don't you tell me?
Oh my goodness. Let's look at this. All right. So in the pick six, the heavy lies the crown. 35-23 to 33-23.
I'm now, Rhett, I'm now thinking it's a bad idea to have put in the coaches.
Rhett, would you take us? Okay. So I think it's fair to say that I have season 1 of the pick six.
Yeah,
I have built up enough of a lead to be the victor.
It's officially over.
And I never would have in a million years would have thought that Jesse Minter to the Ravens would be the reason, but I did call that.
I will say this. If I would have known that Tomlin was walking away and the Bills were going to fire Sean McDermott, I think I would have had the Yinzer, Mike McCarthy, as the Steelers head coach. Yeah. And I knew for a fact Joe Brady was going to elevate. I don't know why I had him in.
Man, this is a flawed kind of process,
but it was fun.
It was fun. You had fun.
I gifted you a victory.
You did.
Dang it. Because I know what's going to happen for this week's game.
By the way, I don't think Brian Flores is going to the Raiders. There's no smoke there. Zero smoke
I don't think
coming out of Vegas that Brian Flores is even
right.
Right. So we missed.
Well, how many games are still open or jobs are still open?
I think isn't it just that? Oh no!
Raiders.
No one wants. Can we just talk about how hilarious?
Browns.
No one wants the Browns job.
Yes.
Everyone is basically ignoring that black hole, and or brown hole. You know what?
Just stop there.
Just stop there.
That was good. Though.
That was weird.
I liked it though. That's gonna go viral. Good job, dude.
Black hole. Oh boy. I stepped in that one.
Literally.
I literally stepped in that one.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just ride
baby.
with it.
Just keep running your mouth.
No reason to avoid it now. It's already out there.
Oh my God.
Yes, nobody wants the Browns job.
For reasons of like stepping in
Actually,
it like that.
Some people want the Browns job, but nobody wants the Browns football job. Although, didn't we hear that it might be Monken? This might be why Monken hasn't taken the the New York Giants offensive coordinator role.
Yeah, there's some flirting going on there. Some courtship.
God, you could run that too. Flirting with the.
We're supposed to be hitting our stride ahead of the going to LA or not LA, San Francisco, you and I, and here we are. I'm stepping in it over and over again. Look, the picks, and by the way, let's bring. I don't know if you have it from last week, Rhett, but we went 1-1 last week.
Yes.
I called the Seahawks game correctly. You called the Patriots game.
Yep.
Correctly. I keep picking against the Patriots just in spite of Josh over here, and you know what? Actually,
it could be because of Josh. I'm picking against the Patriots this week because of Josh. 100%.
We have a fact to fill you in on here that you are not going to believe with Josh Scott. Josh, step up to this microphone here real quick. We're going off script, and I would like for you to tell me what your birthday is.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
January 19th, 2003.
Shut the. No, it's not.
Yeah, apparently like an hour after it happened too.
Really?
Yeah.
January 19th, 2003, of course, is the famous pick six at Philly. Josh, no way. You should have led with that.
Josh here was literally born on the day of the greatest play in Bucs history and the greatest play you've ever made.
Oh my goodness, we're supposed to meet.
You welcomed me in.
Yes,
so
thank you.
I appreciate it.
By the way, everybody, please welcome Josh into. Let me see if I can just throw up your camera here really quickly, Josh.
Yes,
and,
look at this handsome, soon to be disappointed Patriots fan.
The big Patriots fan in the room. And when I say big Patriots fan in the room, he is a tall gentleman in addition to being a big Patriots fan. And
all parts of the adjectives work into it.
Yeah. So, Josh,
real quick, give me the reason why your Patriots are going to win this Super Bowl.
You ready? I'll keep it brief, but I think Drake May has small hands, and that's why he hasn't played very well in the weather thus far. And I think
Kenny Pickett thing.
I think he's coming back. I think you bring him into 60-degree weather.
Fair.
And he becomes a part of it. And Sam Darnold has seen ghosts against this defense once.
He has.
It is poetic, though, that this could be. I mean, objectively, as a sports fan, if the seeing ghosts team is the one that he beats for a ring, it would be hurtful, but it'd be a cool story.
That'd be a pretty cool story. You know what else is a cool story with Seattle? And another reason I'm voting for them or rooting for them. It is their 50th year. How badass would it be to win a Super Bowl in your 50th year?
That stings, man. That stings for us.
Wanted it to be us.
Well, I wanted to give Josh a warm welcome.
Thanks, Josh.
It's very weird to be here on screen with, and I'll just keep making all these weird references with a man who, as he was walking into this world, this man was walking into the end zone in front of a global audience.
And by the way, fans, he is not Baker Mayfield.
No. Despite what the screen says, everybody. Josh Scott. Wait, do we have to make our Super Bowl picks?
Yeah,
are we doing that?
Let's make.
Are we doing that this week?
Let's do it. Real quick. How much time we got? We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, we got a little bit, like 90 seconds.
Quick breakdown of the Seahawks Rams. The phenomenal game, by the way. It might already be better than whatever the potential this Super Bowl was going to be. That Rams Seahawks game in the NFC Championship game was unbelievable, and to me, Matthew Stafford solidified himself as the MVP of the league. Some of the throws he made, I was texting you guys during the game. Some of the throws he made is just unbelievable. Without special teams errors, right? The one muff punt, whatever. I think the Rams could easily be in the Super Bowl, and the tides would have turned in the pick six. The other game, Broncos Patriots. I felt the Patriots were the better team, especially with Jared Stidham starting at quarterback. Stidham was terrible. He was terrible. I know the conditions were crazy.
Overmatched, right?
Yeah, he was just not ready. He just couldn't do it. I mean, I'm sitting here now saying I would have loved to see Josh Allen and the Bills in that game. And it would have been
we were robbed of it.
And it would have been even more snowy in New England if they would have played up there in that game. So, yeah, it was kind of a dud, but New England played good defense.
I have to ask you the question. Sean Payton should have taken the points, right?
He always take the points.
You take the points. In that atmosphere and that environment?
He's even admitted it. You got to take the points. I mean, he had to know the weather was going to turn.
Right.
I mean, they get the forecast ahead. They knew the weather was going to turn. Take the points, man. Always take the points. So, I don't know. Maybe he was feeling a little bullish because the way that Jared Stidham had run down the field on that second drive and maybe we're going to just run through the New England Patriots. Not quite. Their defense is really damn good. They got some really good players on defense. That being said, time to pick the Super Bowl. Patriots have no chance.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, Josh. Josh, I am sorry. Your Patriots have zero chance to win this game. Okay. He's loving all the doubters.
No doubt.
He's like, bring it on.
He's
Been
gonna take
beating
receipts.
us all year.
He's over there taking receipts.
Yeah.
Keep taking them. I'll give you more receipts if you want.
I don't. You made a really good point before this show. You were wondering, is this going to be one of those years where the championship weekend drama is way better than the drama that we see in the game itself? And it might be.
You hope it's not. You
Right.
hope
You
for
want
a
a great
great
game.
You want, because I went to the Super Bowl last year. I will be at the Super Bowl this year, hosting it from the field.
Hell
that
yeah.
game last year was a terrible game.
We're due for a classic, aren't we?
We need a classic.
We need a
When was the
classic.
last classic,
man.
bang, 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 back and forth? But I don't know. It'll come. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being in San Francisco with JB for special editions of the Rondé Barber Show. This is our last episode of season
1 finale, man. And
But you get some bonuses. We're giving y'all some bonuses.
Bonuses! Fire the cannons!
Big game.
All the buttons. Todd Bowles, how do you feel about us going to the big game?
It's exciting!
Yeah, it's exciting. So look, in addition to the news that we're going to the Super Bowl, and we'll have episodes from Radio Row in San Francisco next week, and you can get them all the same platforms. A quick small announcement. Rondé Barber, I believe we can say you're back for season 2 of the Rondé Barber Show.
Yeah. I already signed my contract, bro. We're good.
Rondé Barber's coming back to the Stream Center for more shows, man. It's been a great partnership.
This feels like a home now.
We love you, man.
I love you too, dude. This
And
is
you know
awesome.
what? People are gonna love us when we get to give away this jersey coming up.
Absolutely.
The Rondé Barber Show will be back with Ask Rondé right after this.
It's time for you to Ask Rondé, sponsored by Advent Health and Renewal by Andersen.
Oh, the season 1 finale for Ask Rondé and the Rondé Barber Show. It's the prize you have all been waiting for. Yeah, throw it up. Show it on slider cam, man. Oh my, look at that. This is a signed
Yes, sir.
Rondé Barber jersey. We've been holding on to this all season long. And if you submitted a video question, a selfie video question to askrondé.com to join the show,
let's lay it on
your
this.
name gets inserted into the carousel. And if your name hasn't been picked yet, it could be picked right now to get this jersey. All you have to do, of course, is in addition to following the rules and submitting a self-video question, askrondé.com, you have to live in the Tampa Bay area.
Mm-hmm.
Then we call you, and then you come by to the station, to WFLA in downtown Tampa on a frigid day, perhaps, to pick up your signed Rondé Barber jersey. Okay, enough rambling from me. Rondé, you ready for your question?
Let's see it.
It's from a member of our team. We felt like there's no better person than Kim.
Hey, Rondé, it's Kim. My question for you is, do you think it's harder to be a rookie in the league now or when you got drafted originally?
Great question, Kim. By the way, it was really hard being a rookie when I got drafted.
Was there hazing?
Yes. So not what you would call like hazing, but like
Rookie stuff.
Rookie stuff, like singing, all the embarrassing stuff.
It's story time.
But like,
story time. Do you have to sing something embarrassing?
You get in the shower and like they pull out the dump,
this
like
is
a
getting
bucket.
weird. We're already getting weird. This has been a weird episode.
This a weird show.
Okay, so we're getting in the shower and what's
just
happening?
Make this a weird show. They would like throw you in a bucket, fill it up in the towel basket thing. They throw you in the shower. Put the shower heads water on you, throw Gatorade mix, everything. It was just like, it was hazing. I mean, it was fun. Marcus Jones was, I never forget this story. I wasn't here.
You're taking weird Gatorade showers with Derek Brooks?
Exactly.
That's weird.
Exactly. We're not quite like hockey players where it's like, disgusting stuff.
I'm trying to envision Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Simeon Rice, like dumping Gatorade on you in the Bucs shower.
All of that is kind of changed. They're more civilized now. So it was harder being a rookie back then, I think, away from football. But now, being a rookie in the NFL, I think is really hard, Kim, because they expect you to perform like right away. Yeah. And I will say this. Rookies coming in now, well, not only because of COVID and NIL money, they're more mature. They have more expectations of themselves. They know how to handle themselves. So, but conversely, they're expected to contribute a lot sooner. And rookies now are like come in and like you better be ready to play. If you're not like have established yourself in year 2, maybe even year 3, like you're replaced.
You know, that like Jacob Parrish like focus,
right?
Like
And
Jacob Parrish was like lasered in,
and he has
right?
it,
You know what I mean?
It got tougher for him at the end of the year. We made him do a lot of stuff. But think of how he started this year, how good he was. So yes, it's hard being a rookie now. I think probably more so now than it was when I was playing. We just had to deal with hazing. But it's all good. All right, let me pull this.
Great question, Kim. By the way, great question. And it is time. This is for the signed jersey, everybody.
Oh man,
signed jersey. Here we go.
Here we go.
Rhett Fail Jr. What?
What? Somebody folded this a bunch of times. All right, the winner is. Easy name. Alan Taylor. Alan
will be in touch. If you live in the Tampa Bay area, come by to get your signed Rondé Barber jersey. If you don't live in the Tampa Bay area, I have a new collection or a new addition to my collection at home. I'm taking it with me, man. Rondé, great show. Baker Mayfield.
Yes,
Bill Belichick talk. I love the Bake Cat. And man, really quickly, to end the show, I'd like all three of the guys over here to just they all made big contributions to the show this year. Producer Rhett Fail Jr., Garrett Phillips, Stream Center producer, and the new addition to our team, Josh Scott. Just wave, guys. Say hello.
Hello.
As awkward
Goodbye.
as this is.
Yes.
This is the team behind the Rondé Barber Show season 1.
And by the way, Garrett gives us all of our angst and real fan hate.
That's right. He's the every Bucs fan energy.
Every Bucs fan energy. Yes.
Our next edition will be from Radio Row at the big game. Rondé and myself will be there. Guests to be determined. We hope to bring in some fun, big personalities.
We'll have a good time, buddy.
We're gonna have a great time, man. It's been a blast here with you, Rondé. For everybody watching here, we'll see you from San Francisco on the Rondé Barber Show.
Thank you for watching the Rondé Barber Show on YouTube. To see how we produce digital shows like this one, check out the new Parker Street YouTube channel. Subscribe now.